A former Nigerian ambassador to the Philippines, Dr. Yemi Farounbi, has urged Nigerians to give priority attention to the welfare of the aged in society. Farounbi made the call at the launch of Hebron Love Elders Home, a care center for the elderly in Ibadan. According to him, Nigeria is a typical African society based on communalism where people take care of old people, adding, however, that things have changed.
Nigeria is a typical African society where we value the old people. We expect that the children will take care of the old people. Because we were based on communalism, so we always gather together to take care of our old people. But things have changed. We don't live together as commune. People are scattered about in quest of jobs, in quest of wealth, in quest of prosperity. So you find that most time, the father and the mother who have become old have been abandoned. Not because that the children want to abandon them, but because they have to move, because they have to exercise and perform the duties of their various professions and trade. So what do we need therefore? We need a home like this, where people of old age can mix, they can interact, they can fellowship together, they can discuss together, they can look at what had happened in the past, and they can share views, rather than stay in a very big house which they have built, and they cannot climb the steps again. And you leave them in the hands of a nanny who does not understand them. We have moved away from the extended family to the nuclear family. So we are not doing anything strange. We are taking advantage of reality of today. So the concept of home is not destroying what we've had, because what we've had, we have lost it. We are now living in a new society. We are trying to adapt ourselves to the new concept of family that we have.
On her part, President of the Center, Mrs. Elizabeth Aina-Scott, lamented that in recent times, people are seen to be pursuing their careers and do not have time for their aged parents. Aina-Scott, who is a former zonal director, Nigeria Television Authority, also said that culture is evolving and Nigerians must adjust to the new culture for the elderly to live longer.
If you say culture is dynamic, it's also evolving. And we found ourselves in this place. A new culture is emerging. And whether we like it or not, we have to adjust. We have so many busy professionals now who pursue their daily bread. So you can no longer keep to that culture that preaches communalism, because it's no longer there. These parents are suffering at home with nobody. We moved from living in family houses to individual houses. Some of us don't even know our next neighbor. So if you build a gigantic house, you get to a point you get lonely in the house. And you're alone because all your children are gone. They are out for good, for marriage, and you are left at home. They don't find easy friendship in carers. They're not their mates. They don't have the same experience. And so sharing with them becomes difficult. But when you come to a home like this, you have your peers. You make new friends. You see new life. You share experiences. You play games together. And then your whole spirit is renewed. And you live longer.
Earlier in a brief sermon, Pastor Olusola of Vine Branch Ministry said that old age is painted as positive in the Bible, and as people have advantages of youth, so also they have advantages of old age.
Age is inevitable. By the grace of God, everybody will get old, and those who are old now will become older still. Let me say something. Anything the Bible paints positively is positive. Old age is painted positively in the Bible, it's not painted negatively. I know there's some advantages of youth, but there are advantages of age as well in the same Bible. What are the advantages of youth? Imagination. You have strength. The Bible says the glory of young men is their strength. You have passion also. But the Bible also tells us that older people have wisdom, older people have experience, older people have maturity. Those are things young people don't have. So you see, there are advantages of youth, there are also advantages of age.